you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Let me say good morning to Baby Daddy and Maxwin Belfon. First to message me on the YouTube. Morning, guys. Share up the link. People listening via Facebook, good morning to you guys as well. We're holding a good vibe this morning. Igwe.
I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there.
Well, let me say a special good morning going out to Natalia John, who lost her mom, was it yesterday, grandma, yesterday? So have a good one this morning, don't stress too much. We know that she's in a better place. Errol Bonaparte, good morning to you. Gemma James, Fatlin Hallie Douglas, good morning guys. Share the link.
You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
.5 Real FM got you covered.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price. And they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Good morning again, guys. As we head over to the Met office, we're speaking with Mr. Hello? Robertson. Good morning, brother. Sorry.
Yeah. Good morning to you, Igwe, and morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Wednesday, the 60th of September, 2023. At Ponchalin, it is fair. A gentle breeze is from the southeast at 12 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 13.3 millibars, which is just above normal and rising. The present temperature, 29.3 degrees Celsius, relative humidity, 82%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.8 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night, 27.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had no rainfall at the airport. The total for the month remains at 4.8 millimeters. Now for the public focus for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower. Today's maximum temperature should reach 32 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. The sea should be slight to moderate with waves 2 to 5 feet in open waters. The tide is currently rising, will be at 8:45 a.m. and low at 3 p.m. Sunset today 6:16, sunrise tomorrow 5:58. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated shower. From the Maurice Bishop International Airport, Jason Roberts reporting.
All right, thank you, Mr. Robertson.
All right, Mr. Gui.
Have a good one. Remember, if you're inside of St. Patrick's and you're looking for something to eat this morning, for breakfast that is, remember to check out Velma's Restaurant and Bar. This morning for breakfast, she has coconut bakes with saltfish, smoky rain with grung provision and local herbal tea to go with that. And for lunch, she has kuku, kalaloo, stewed chicken, steamed fish, savory rice. I think I got that right. And green salad and local juice to go with that. And for dinner, my favorite burgers and fries. 21 minutes past, we're going to pay some bills and come back and bang with you.
With everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Blessings Variety Store, located in Main Street, Satell, St. Patrick's, in the Quasi Building number 2. We cater for you from head to toe. Men, women, and children. Clothing, shoes, bags, accessories, and much more. We also cater for your household, such as mat sets, sheet sets, bathroom, and more. Don't you miss it. Come check us out, Blessings Variety Store, and be blessed with the best. Our motto is to be a cheerful giver and give generously, and it will come back to you 100-fold, because God loves a cheerful giver. Blessings Variety Store, providing high-quality products for people like you.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes. When you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Grenada Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest. Bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, GTA, invites all tourism operators to apply for the renewal of license to operate in the industry under the GTA Act No. 42 of 2013 and the Tourism and Beach Vending Act No. 18 of 2001. Renewal of license will commence on August 21, 2023 and continue through to September 22, 2023. These tourism operators include taxi drivers, tour operators, tourism attraction operators, water sport operators, car rental operators, tourist guides. Accommodations includes hotel, villas, guest houses, apartments and cottages. Tourist vendors at Grandin's Craft and Spice Market, Monroe's Beach, Melville Street, Fort Frederick, Annandale Waterfall, Grand Tang National Park, Concord Waterfall, and Bathway. Stakeholders can apply for renewal of the license Mondays to Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. at the Grenada Tourism Authority's Quality Assurance Department, Burns Point, St. George. The GTA is working with stakeholders to develop the tourism industry in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. For more information, contact the Quality Assurance Department at telephone number 440-2001 or 440-2872. Or you can email at www.puregrenada.com/quality-assurance.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash their lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false papers crew. I don't need to come close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So me plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster.
The Igwe.
Morning, morning.
How things, man?
Are they?
You're taking a dim view at proceedings, man.
Yeah, I'm to watch it from.
Real expressions for Wednesday, 6 September 2023, Political Wednesday. Where everything political could be discussed here. Good morning to all the listeners, both our friends and our foes, the naysayers, the cynics, and the enemies. Good morning.
Igwe, I seen I have a call with now. I wonder if the drumsticks are called.
Let me take it.
Good morning.
No longer here. Good morning.
Go ahead, drumsticks. Go ahead.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Igwe.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm reading from Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But he delight in the law of the Lord, and in the law does he meditate day and night. And he shall be like the tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth fruit in the season. His leaf shall also not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you.
And you have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, Igwe, we balance back.
Yes. So Grenada is my constituency. Igwe FM is the parliament. And I'm the spokesman, blessed and protected by the Ancient of Days. Igwe, I'm here to give the citizenry information and facts. What they do with it is a matter entirely for them. Now, Natalia John, I know your situation this morning. My prayers are with you. And I hope you hold your up strong. If you have to cry long tears, pull yourself together and provide strength for the family. Our friend Brian Callis, be strong, my brother. Be strong. Golden, Brown, Janelle. You're going through a tough time with the loss of your child, and be strong. And somebody tell me the National Security Advisor lost his mom too. Be strong, brother. Now, Igwe, Political Wednesday, we heard the political leader of the NNP in one of the better press conferences the NNP has had in recent times. Guru Donald set the stage for a good press conference. And one of the things the political leader highlighted in the press conference has to do with the Police Public Service Commission and others. So this morning I'll be taking a deep dive into the Public Service Commission regulation and why I believe that the Public Service Commission and the government of the day by extension is running foul of the regulation. Now there's a particular clip I want you to play, Igwe, before we get into the meat of the discussion.
And the experts have said that crimes are a result of socio-economic issues. And so no policing or investigative agency could think about solving crime.
So that was Mr. Vani Cohen speaking on crime, and that has to do a lot with the RGPF. There's another clip, Igwe, I need you to play for me.
You want the yellow background?
Yeah. Because you see,
when you see me, you should feel free to speak with and to me. When you see me, you should feel free to speak and ask questions of me. When you see me, you should be free to offer your counsel to me. When you see me, you should be free to criticize me if you're not happy with something that I have done.
Play that clip again.
I have made the deliberate decision to offer myself to serve publicly. that when you see me, you should feel free to speak with and to me. When you see me, you should feel free to speak and ask questions of me. When you see me, you should be free to offer your counsel to me. When you see me, you should be free to criticize me if you're not happy with something that I have done. I have made the deliberate decision to offer myself to serve publicly. And that means I must serve you. I therefore wish for you to hold me accountable to that pledge.
That is it.
That is it, Igwe.
So that is the word of the present Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
So when we come here on Real FM and we asking him questions and we telling him things we don't like what we feel he doing and we holding him accountable, people of his party getting vexed. But that is the words of the Prime Minister. He say, feel free.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to ask him some questions this morning as relates to the Public Service Commission and how they're dealing with the RGPF. Because he says it's okay to do it too. So when I come here and I'm doing it because the Prime Minister say it's okay to do it. Section 20 of the Public Service Regulation, subsection 1, the Chief Personnel Officer shall keep an up-to-date seniority list of all officers holding office in the grade prescribed from time to time. That have to do with the police. Mm-hmm. The permanent secretary or head of department here, in particular the Commissioner of Police, shall keep in the prescribed form up-to-date seniority list of all office holding several grades in the ministry and department for the purpose of making recommendation for promotion in acting appointments. Because I get into the meat of the matter, you know, the seniority of officers shall, subject to the extent following the regulation, to be determined as follows. Now, let me unpack that. Based on the Public Service Regulation rules, Public Service Commission regulation, seniority ought to be considered first when talking about promotion or confirming persons who are acting. That is regulation 20 says. So persons who have issues with that Igwe, check the Public Service Commission regulation. It's not me that write that. That write long before me. I mean, when that write, I wasn't even in liquid form yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying that to speak to one senior officer, John Mitchell, ACP, who has been given a letter to continue to act after acting for more than 2 years, to act up until March of next year. And that flies in the face of Section 20. Because why it flies in the face of Section 20? Vani Cohen and Randy Cannot are junior to John Mitchell in the rank, and they are confirmed as ACP. And John Mitchell been acting 2 years plus. So, Mr. Prime Minister, you are asking you this question. Because if you is the Minister of National Security, which the police fall under, you ought to know of those things. So seniority speaks of seniority. It speaks to seniority. Igwe. And those are some of the questions we need to ask the Minister of National Security, because the thing come under you, know, Mr. Cohen don't tell you about how crime is a socio-economic situation which we're going to get into, and how we're fixing it, and the RGPF alone cannot fix it. But if you're not making the RGPF strong and motivated, it is a problem. Section 38E of the Public Service Commission regulation. He says, if at any time during his period of probation he exhibits tendencies which render it doubtful that he is likely to become fit for confirmation in his appointment, these shall at once be drawn to his attention in writing by the permanent secretary or head of department, the commissioner of police in that case, and he shall be given such assistance as may be possible to enable him to correct his shortcomings. We did the research, and no such information was given to ACP John Mitchell to tell him, watch, you're shortcoming in that area, you're falling in that area, you need to sanitize yourself. You need to do that. So for all intention and purposes, all his appraisals has shown that he was in good and regular standing and performing with distinction. So why is he continuing to act? Is it the perception of his surname? Because Dr. Mitchell, John Mitchell, I don't know about the Prime Minister, is still a Mitchell. So if we're going on the assumption that he could be related to Dr. Mitchell, so that's why they treated him like that. But the present Prime Minister is a Mitchell too. But that shows what this present administration is doing to the RGPF. Because John Mitchell has been the one in charge of the promotion exercise, the chairperson. So that means you're giving him serious and important roles to function. And until the present administration and its advisors, as school children say, came and messed up the promotion, it was going good. Until the perception of politics crept in. Igwe. And what is baffling here, Igwe? I'm going to read another section again because you see, I need to, because I'm just speaking from my own belief or my view. My view is immaterial in this whole setup here because I'll show you how the Public Service Commission and the Minister of National Security is complicit in that whole thing. Eh? You understand? Section 95 speaks to the probationary period for when you're acting. Every employee shall on first permanent appointment to the Public Service Commission be required to serve a probationary period not exceeding 2 years. So why are you making John Mitchell act for more than 2 years when Section 95 of the Public Service Commission regulations say every employee on first permanent appointment to the Public Service Commission be required to serve a probationary period not exceeding 2 years? Not me at right that, you know, it. It goes on to say, not exceeding 2 years, but his probationary period may be reduced and he may be confirmed in the appointment at any time after 12 months. So if the commission is satisfied that the performance of the employee has been of so high standard that no useful purpose will be served by further delaying confirmation. During the probationary period of any employee, his appointment may require or reason for him to give him to be terminated by the authorized officer. So we're talking about here now, Mr. Vanny Cohen and Mr. Randy Connott didn't act for 2 years. But here you have John Mitchell being asked to act for more than 2 years when Section 95 clearly stated it ought not to be more than 2 years. You understand, Igwe? So, the Public Service Commission and the Minister of National Security has to answer. Good morning, Starkey. So, my question here is, Igwe, what has Mr. John Mitchell done that the Public Service Commission is willing to violate its own regulation? Because remember, they revert Mr. Tafawa here, and we will get to some revertal coming up again. We have some information on that, and we will go through the same sections on them. And Section 38E speaks to when one is on probation, that means acting. If you find them in fault, you have to inform them, and you have to give them time and the resources to help them fix it. In them cases, none of the persons, acting Superintendent Wilson as he then was, and acting Superintendent Nelson as he then was, none of the two gentlemen was ever informed of any shortcomings as to make them, aware that they had some shortcomings and they needed to fix themselves, Igwe. Now, because when we come here, we come to deal with facts. And I don't know why Public Service Commission engaging in this behavior. On the 1st of September, Mr. Bernard Nelson received a letter from the Public Service Commission dated the 5th of June, 2023. Listen to the date, sir. On the 1st of September 2023, Acting Superintendent Bernard Nelson, as he then was, received a letter from Public Service Commission dated the 5th of June 2023. So let me check it. June, July, August, September. 4 months. Dear sir, I am directed to inform you that on the 22nd of May, hear them data name, Igwe. On the 22nd, bearing in mind, he received that letter on the 1st of September. I am directed to inform you that on the 22nd of May 2023, the Public Service Commission reverted you to your substantive office of Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP, in the Royal Grenada Police Force Ministry of National Security, Home Affairs, Public Administration, Information, Disaster Management, with effect from the 1st June 2023. Igwe. Now, persons might ask, why are you addressing the Prime Minister? But who is the Minister of National Security, Home Affairs, Public Administration, Information, and Disaster Management? The Prime Minister. And he say you could ask him questions. So when you asking him questions and they vex, like they don't get in a memo.
Complete again.
Hold on, but listen, Igwe, the letter dated the 5th of June. The gentleman received the letter on the 4th of September. The contents of the letter state, I am directed to inform you that on the 22nd of May 2023, the Public Service Commission reverted you to your substantive rank of Assistant Superintendent of Police. You understand why I'm asking and if you look at the man's appraisal, 5 outstanding, 4 significantly exceeds expectation, 3 fully capable, 2 needs improvement. In no way in his appraisal he fell under 3 fully capable. Planning, 4 significantly exceed expectation. Budgeting and economic management, 3. Organizational work, 4. Compliance, 4. Problem solving, 4. Significantly exceeds requirements, Igwe. But yet still, without informing him at no time during his acting period that he was coming short or he fell short, they reverted him to his substantive rank. All because of the perception that he's an NNP. You understand? And that is the crux of the matter. And that is why I'm addressing the Honorable Prime Minister, because he is the Minister of Information, National Security, Ministry of Home Affairs, Public Administration and Disaster Management. And the letters he getting from the Public Service Commission draw the attention that he, so that you call that he's the boss. And you know what they say about a boss is like a diaper on you, always full up.
And the big boys, man.
Yeah.
And the big boys and them,
Boy, me scared that tongue. So that is the matter. So the Public Service Commission is in violation of Section 20, Section 38E, Section 95, and Section 98. And the question is the Public Service Commission weaponized by the NDC to go after persons perceived to be NNP? Because that's all what it is. Because Tafa Pierre only crime is because he married Emmeline Pierre. She's an NNP. Bernard Nelson only crime because he was in charge of ASB and he walked around Dr. Mitchell for a good time. But Mr. Wilson, they used to always say all kind of thing about him. And Mr. Wilson and them, the position in the organization in terms of projects and so on. So what is the issue? Is it pure politics? Or just decolonization? Or victimization or detoxification? Or realignment? But these two gentlemen, I don't think they should take it so. Seek redress, because you have avenue for redressing. This present administration is not subservient, they are not above the law. Even Public Service Commission. And what is baffling, Igwe, Public Service Commission should be the defender of workers. Not the one attacking and persecuting workers. Yes, persecuting workers, especially the RGPF. Because at the same time, Igwe, whilst they're doing that to Mr. Nelson, while that is done to Mr. Nelson, Igwe, they have persons who have been, let me get the information right, because you see, play the clip for me again, so once I get the information.
Come in.
That when you see me, you should feel free to speak with and to me. When you see me, you should feel free to speak and ask questions of me. When you see me, you should be free to offer your counsel to me. When you see me, you should be free to criticize me if you're not happy with something that I have done. I have made the deliberate decision to offer myself to serve publicly, and that means I must serve you. I therefore wish for you to hold me accountable to that pledge.
Igwe?
Yeah, we're going to take a break, Igwe, and come back.
All right.
.5 Real FM got you covered.
Little England, you asked for a store that speaks to quality and we gave you. Now, you have started asking for brands and we have brought them in for you. Little England has all the brands you're looking for. Washing machines. We have Hoover, Indesit, Beko and Candy at the best possible prices. Deep freezers, fridge freezers, all sporting the Sharp and Hoover brand. Microwaves of top quality, Panasonic and Kenwood. We stock the best in smart TVs, JVC, Sharp and Panasonic. Now listen, this electric and top stove kettles, steam and non-steam irons, toasters, Bluetooth speakers, phone charger and cables, including wireless chargers, top brand names in blenders, solar lights, for both inside and out. The only appliance we do not stock is a transformer, because all our appliances are for the authentic power source to 20 volts. So check us out at Little England. We aren't so small after all. Little England, located Main Street to Tears. Call us on 458-4111. That number again, 458-4111.
Governmental Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative.
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Sateras in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many, many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
Maya's Collection, located on Main Street, Sater, St. Patrick, announces its back-to-school promotion. Available are uniforms for MacDonald College, St. Mark's Secondary, Montrose SDA Comprehensive, St. Joseph Convent Grenville, and some uniforms for primary and pre-primary schools in St. Patrick. Check out Maya's today for all your school accessories, shirts, belts, socks, notebooks, and much more. Also in stock is a wide variety of household items. We are opened Monday to Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and later for your convenience. We accept government and Grenada vouchers. Call Maya today on 449-6197. A warm welcome awaits you.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
They tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash their lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So they plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging food. Now we and I did one week. Prophesizing the country.
That when you see me, you should feel free to speak with and to me. When you see me, you should feel free to speak and ask questions of me. When you see me, you should be free to offer your counsel to me. When you see me, you should be free to criticize me if you're not happy with something that I have done. I have made the deliberate decision to offer myself to serve publicly. And that means I must serve you. I therefore wish for you to hold me accountable to that pledge.
So I'm holding him accountable to the pledge. Section 95 of the Public Service Commission Regulation. Every employee shall on forced appointment to the public service in terms of the police. The forced appointment to the public service is an inspector. So under what authority the Public Service Commission is using to continue to extend the acting of Mr. John Mitchell? That is the crux of the matter. And that the minister responsible for Home Affairs and others. To my mind, the Public Service Commission has no authority to ask people to act 2 years and 3 years after the first appointment. And even to revert people to the substantive rank without finding them people in fault or informing them that they are in fault or in, like to say, okay, well, you're not performing with distinction, Igwe. So we have to cut you. And that is the questions we need to ask Public Service Commission. Risk management, 5. Mr. Nelson, the appraisal, oral communication, 3. Written communication, 4. Coordination, 4. Supervisory control, 4. Staff appraisal and development, 4. Well, I don't know what else did he want from me. So with an appraisal like that, and you're reverting him to his substantive rank, what is the rationale or what authority has the Public Service Commission used Or is it just detoxification? Or decolonization? Or victimization? Or realignment? Or plain downright spite because of the perception that those persons are NNP. But you don't know. Because when you go in the polling booth, nobody knows. Only them and God what know. But you're beating upon these people. But these people and them have redress, you know. And what is downright strange, the revolting persons, but at the same time, remember a couple months ago, they put 4 other persons to act as superintendent. They are Frank Farry, Loxley John, Sene Joseph, and Watson Edwards. But you're revolting Wilson and Nelson. That tells a story by itself, Igwe. And I'm asking those questions to the Prime Minister because he, the Prime Minister, he is the one which his ministry come under, and the Public Service Commission act on advice from. So who has advised the Public Service Commission? Igwe, who has advised the Public Service Commission to do that to Nelson? You understand? And why the dates on the letter are so conflicting? Dated 5th of June, received 1st of September, to inform me that the 22nd of May, all kind of thing. They don't tell you they even cohesive. With effect from the 1st of June. So here dates we have the Igwe. 22nd of May, in one letter, 22nd of May, 1. 5th of June, 2. 1st of June, 3. Receive 1st of September. 4 dates for one letter.
Why though?
Well, even Public Service Commission don't perform any distinction, Igwe.
Something not right, man. That fake letter, man.
I wonder if it's not a prank.
Well, 4 dates in one letter don't make any sense.
Mr. Nelson, Mr. Wilson, find out if this thing is not a prank. It could be a prank, ain't you?
Could be.
You have to be a prank, Igwe.
They're joking, man.
Or Public Service Commission has reached to that point.
4 dates.
And that is a fact, the letter is a fact. So even though they vex and they don't please Igwe, the letter remains the letter. So Igwe, we could start receiving calls.
Yes. Folks, you can call me 442-0175. That's the number. 4 dates.
Yeah. Too much dates.
That prank according to you.
So we want to see what will happen to those persons they put to act in recent times. What would be the terms of confirmation and so on? Now, I've been away for a while, Igwe, and listening commentaries from this radio station and other entities. You can call us, take it.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, brother.
Yeah, Master Carl will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just relaxing listening to you all and celebrating my birthday today. And yeah, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man. And and Carl.
Hey.
And you just forget the answer to give them people and them, man.
What is it?
It is a khaki stockasy.
Well, Gates go give them for me. No, Gates have it line up there. We just don't drop it yet.
Oh, what did I want to say?
Because we like to drop it like it's hot.
I finally will take long to drop
Nah,
the
man.
stockasy,
My producer have it there, man. Yeah. We have it in the ass now.
I mean, it's a dying shame. It's a dying shame to hear all these things going on. And some of them things, and 3/4 of these things and this factual information does not make the news.
Nah, they doesn't want that. Because listen this. They just vex when we come here on Real FM and ask questions, but the Prime Minister say, watch, feel free.
Exactly.
Scrutinize me.
And he can't say
when you feel like doing wrong, say it.
Right. So he can't say that it's not even.
And on Real FM, we just offer them advice too. We don't only criticize. Because in the crime thing, we tell them what they could do to fix it.
But they don't want to listen, they don't want to follow by my next thing, man, they just come in here to do what they want and do a kind of stupidity and just go about their business.
They come to fool the boots and they park it, man.
Yeah, that thing. And when you leave Grenada, go be in dire deep crap over here. I don't want to say other things. When I do the blocks, I go say other things.
Yeah, man. So you good otherwise?
When you're down the radio station, you're traffic.
You have to be circumspect.
Yeah. Whatever they do, trust me, I go sorry for Grenada when they born and come on in.
Oh no, I'm sorry already.
Because when you look at that supplementary budget they again, them where they could go and get grant funding free. And them to go and borrow what they feel, maybe because Simon feel maybe a NNP, they don't want to touch the NNP money there.
Never forget. When them NNP talking about pension payment, they say even though they have to borrow, so they like borrowing.
Yeah, and the thing is, they rather to put Grenada in deep cul-de-sac.
And up to now, we don't know the terms and reference of that loan on them. We don't know what the thing.
Exactly. What is it? You understand? So if, for example, an NDC person want to hold a conversation with an NNP person, they ask that, and we ask them that question, what is the answer they could give us?
They have to watch on the ground like the money lose or just speak.
You understand? The only best way they know how to do it best is to just badmouth you and belittle you and tell you how come and
try to get personal with you.
Yeah, that's the only way they could get out. But when coming to issues, they can't handle the issues. That's why when they go on Facebook and people program, and they go below people program, they cannot answer the issues and the facts what are going on. So the best thing they're doing is to just badmouth you on your phone, tell you this, tell you that, go on you. You understand that kind of disrespectful thing to tell you. And that will not help the party. That will not help the government. They have to understand if the government do something wrong, because we know the young, the inexperienced, the green. They should be helping the government. Say, man, look at the thing, the discipline, them have the experience. Let us take the advice. And if they do that and they change that direction where they going, maybe the Grenada people might give them another term. But they don't want to take that advice. They came back in 1983, they're studying what the revolution is to do, just give you what they want on news and keep what they want and all that kind of a thing. Them days not ready anymore, so they have to understand that's a new era time. You can't be a dictator in a democratic country. Don't play Trump.
They might play all fools, man, so they're holding Trump.
But you see, the thing is, Jack does hang too.
Yeah.
You understand? The Jack does hang, and it's a bad thing when you hear the Jack hanging. And the thing is again, it's when you hear you shuffle and you kick a 7 diamond, you're done it. Game over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, game over. I mean, I don't play all fours. I don't know it too much, but these are the things. That is the main thing in all fours is when we hear the hang your Jack.
No leaf for bad to buy. High low Jack game no leaf.
Yeah, boy. You see, so they have to be careful. They have to be careful and look at these 2 police officers again who they just demote. They have to take this thing. I mean, you can't demonize the police force just like that. You understand? And making the police force lose their ranks and lose their respect and things. when we was second to none in the Caribbean, in the Western Hemisphere, because they are hot. You understand? We downgraded, you know. The Grenada Royal Police Force already downgraded, you know. Just because of these people playing politics, you can't do the Grenadian people that. You cannot be doing them kind of thing on them. So the government take advice. We like you because when you hear when the country fail, when the country fail, all of we are failing. When the country succeed, all of we succeed. You understand? Yeah. So anyway, Carl, have a nice day. I'm getting somebody on the next line.
All right, bless you. You with somebody tell me to ask you, Master Carl, in your life of the police, has these things ever happened?
What happened?
What you were
No. As a matter of fact, the RGPF used to complain sometimes and say the perception that persons who were really supporting the party at the time is to be promoted. Yeah, let me take the call.
Morning,
Master Carl.
Yee.
Igwe.
Yee.
When we listen that supplementary budget, right, they men do know they see what they want the money for. But when you check out that project in a hotel thing down there, you check something with that. They may want more to pay them people on them.
Well, see, that thing normally is something we have to spend a program and unpack, eh?
Yeah.
Because you see, they're trying to mislead people as to what going and find out who was representing, who lawyers and things tie up in that, and who stand to benefit. Follow the money. Who stand to benefit from these monies?
All right, I will listen. I'll give somebody a chance.
No. We having a conversation. I'm just telling you. Yeah. So it's not just listening to what they're saying, but to do your own investigation and find out who law firm was affiliated to the company and all them kind of thing. And you go see who stand to make money, who could get payoff and all them kind of thing. Just follow the money.
Because I thinking deep, right? You call for that money. You don't know. You don't want to see what you want to do with the money, right? You take back. You tell them, man, okay, we go pay you for that billion down there. Instead, you let the case go on. You don't let the case go on. You don't want the case go on. So where you getting all the money to pay them people and them?
Where you getting all the money and they could use government funds? They just had to come because they had the majority and say, we want to lend 100 million, we want 148 million. They don't talk about 350 million they talk about already. They don't talking about the 500 million plus they meet in the treasury, they vacuuming the thing.
Yeah, because this
right now they have a vacuum cleaner in their hand.
Yeah, because it's hotel thing down there. They may have spent a lot of money down there. Ain't it?
But the truth will just come out.
Yeah, my brother.
All right, take care. Igwe? Yes, what I was saying. Let me take it.
Morning.
Good morning to you all, gentlemen.
Morning.
Hey, Clifford, how are you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Okay.
Okay. Now, somebody asked a question if under any other government, if they overhaul about those things in with the rank and through in the police force. To be honest, yes, we did heard that things like that already. In the revolution, they had promoted, especially. In this time, we had that before. And we know of cases where people accuse NMP personnel for person that they predict to be NMP, promote them as against others. You remember this fellow that just died, died sometime, Donkey. I think what is his name?
Klein.
And Ralda Bridgman and others, I remember, filed a case against the government at some time ago. right? And these people were promoted afterwards, I think. But I know for certain that they did had this situation. So it's not the first time. But I
Clifford,
think,
Clifford, which other time other going was persons revolted like Tafawa Pierre and Nelson and Wilson? Which other government that happened?
no, I didn't see that happen.
So that was say that never happened.
Right, I'm saying that
There were issues with promotion before and matters was taken to court.
That's what, and I'm sure that's what I said.
And a lot of times there were other issues where persons claim that they were not conformed in position.
Right.
But based on section 38E of the resolution, those persons were written and informed of the shortcomings and they should fix it.
Right.
But now it is not done, so you can say it happened already.
I'm saying that there are issues that happened before and matters where police was dissatisfied because of and branded because of political reasons. I'm saying that all I'm saying that happened. We heard that, but I'm not comparing them. I'm saying that we know of this disgruntled policemen already. Those things happen. You would have your first-hand information. I don't have first-hand information. All I'm saying that we know and heard of grumbling policemen and police taking matters to courts and whatnot.
Because this Public Service Commission has confirmed person or persons in rank, and section 38E was used against those persons and then before that why they would mean to act. No. Section 95 tells you that a person shouldn't act for more than 2 years. But you have John Mitchell only 3rd year acting.
Right.
That never happened.
I was coming to that about this acting thing too. To say that not only in the police force, in a lot of positions, they have people acting in government service too long. Acting, and some of them don't even get in the acting pay. I'm not blaming any government for it. I'm saying that we know of situations where those things happen. Right? This government is saying no. They're trying to prove now that the person who they sent home, people that are home, are people that had one year and they contract up and they send them home. And I'm saying even though somebody contract up and you don't have nobody to fill that vacancy yet, why send home that person that vacancy open? And we see and hear of these things happening now.
Clifford.
But we're trying to clarify that by saying, oh, these people, I mean, not nobody that they establish list and whatnot. Right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that is what they're doing is correct or what done before was correct. I'm saying it's not the first time we're hearing those kind of grumbling, but it appears that is a little bit too much now. And too different.
Clifford, hold on. I want to play something for you.
And NDC government will put an end to contract workers in the public service as soon as it takes office. There is no need for a parallel public service in Grenada. All workers will be given permanent status.
So Clifford, they can't come and talk to me about contract now.
So so the thing is, that's why I said that I think they're going a little too far with it, because there is no country that I know of that don't have people on contract. No country. The greatest countries have it. So that is a camouflage. What that gentleman just said there is a camouflage. We know it's a camouflage. Right? So the last thing I want to think with you is that the Prime Minister said to us, when he closed Marketing Board, he said that a new entity will be set up. And then he came back and said that the debt of Marketing Board is sum up to 15 point something million dollars. In other words, he's claiming that Marketing Board owe the people of Grenada over $15 million. They're in debt of $15 million. He came and he asked the persons who have money, if that Marketing Board owes money,
to take a haircut.
Of half. Now, so in other words, he's saying if Marketing Board owe you $1 million, take $500,000. Right? Now we set up that new entity yet. And Marketing Board have not been re-established yet. or the not marketing board because they say a new entity will come. What's happening with all this increase of pay that is going to come next year for agricultural workers and so? What is going to happen to the monies that marketing board owes farmers? I don't know if you could answer that, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well,
because if you're asking them to take a haircut of half of it, and you ain't pay, and you have not re-established the new entity under marketing board, what will happen to the farmer? Can that be answered?
Well, I not God Junior, but what could advise? They could always come with a supplemental and get the money for the farmers.
A supplement budget again?
Yeah, because they say a supplemental is where you have shortcomings, and there are shortcomings.
Yeah, but he went for supplementary just now.
Yeah.
And that was in the making already, because he asked the farmers to take half. But we didn't hear that coming into it.
So you listen. They take the 150 from the people and then they say it was not budgeted for. Okay, let me agree then. For argument's sake. They do what they do with marketing board and the farmers owe. And then they say they're asking the farmers to take a cut in how much they owe them. But as soon as they say they take back some place in Grenada and Zongle, they come with a supplemental. So you understand what the priority is.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So the priority is nothing for the people of Grenada.
That's why I'm asking you what.
So they want money for the thing in Grenada and Zongle, so they come with a supplemental and they don't want to explain because it's that what they got to say. Why is the reason you think they don't want to explain?
I don't know.
All right, Clifford, you don't know. You go find out.
Yeah, right. I'm glad we'll find out, but I'm saying it looks to me that farmers are going to be in a bricky way because if you're asking them to take a haircut, you can't pay them. You have marketing board operating. You tell us it's closed. You have it operating, and going for supplementary spending power. What is going to happen?
Clifford, when the present administration started to mama guy farmers and having meetings all about our marketing board, them farmers and them join with them and run them out on marketing board right through. They didn't know it's set up, they getting set up.
Not all the farmers, because I personally tell them I wasn't supporting the government.
Speak for yourself. Don't speak for the rest.
No, I not all.
No, I'm telling you, speak for yourself. Say not you.
Yeah, not.
So don't even say not farmers. Say for you, because there are a lot of farmers, and we had a clip on them we could play. We run them out on marketing boards.
I heard some.
But they didn't know it's set up. They getting set up. Because this government never genuine. They always come with half of the story to try to trick you because the intention always is to deceive. Anyway, so yes, Clifford, have a blessed day.
Same to you.
All right, take care.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm enjoying the program. However, I think Mr. Bridgman, I think we allow him to occupy the station for too long. There's a gentleman who called yesterday. He called another program and started saying, or the same program, and started saying how Kit Mitchell is a big liar and stuff like that, and quizzed, tell us one thing that he lied about. And gentleman couldn't answer. As soon as the gentleman hung up, I think Mr. Pierce's program, and Mr. Bridgman called again. And Mr. Bridgman decided to occupy the station discussing the man.
No, caller.
This is Yes.
But the same thing you said, Mr. Bridgman, do you doing it now?
I'm explaining something.
Yeah, but get to the point.
The point I really want to get on to
is
that you mentioned about following the money.
Yes.
Since the money started flowing through the budget supplementary.
Yeah.
You know, John T. Blood stopped crying out. John T.'s blood stopped crying out. We can't think about John T. anymore.
No, I have some question lined up here to ask about John T. And I just didn't get a chance to go to it.
Yeah, because we occupy the station, the
Hold
land
on.
too long too.
Hold on. Now we don't occupy too long. You have things what have to happen. Things happen in the fullness of time.
Okay, good. Yeah. So what
So
I'm
as
saying
you
is
on
that
John T.
John T's blood.
As you on John T. I have to ask the Minister of National Security and the RGPF. Is there, because school children saying certain things, they want me to ask if there is any link with John T. and the teacher in Telescope that died.
Oh no.
And if any movement or removal of any investigators on the case, and if they want to transfer any investigators on the case, school children want to know because they find the thing stalling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So now that when you kill John T, we had things to ask our John T.
John T's blood stopped crying out, because what we're focusing on now is the supplementary that we couldn't stop. It's passed already, and we're watching what they're doing with the monies from the supplementary. And in fact, yesterday when I look at the news and I saw the minister started handing out some checks. Yeah. One of the radio stations that was broadcasting, I think, said this was donations from people. Yeah?
Mhm.
Donations from our friends. But our minister never mentioned anything like that. In fact, he posed himself
Like he's
like
easy.
the one who is handing out 5,000, 3,000, and so forth. He was posing as the one who is handing out those monies. So deceiving, so very deceiving, because that little word that the radio broadcaster, the news anchor was saying, these were part of the donations given to the schools, several schools. Yeah? So I think the minister should be more honest.
No, let me tell you something. You know, honesty. Everything this administration does, they had the intent to deceive people.
Yes.
Anything they say or do, the intention always to deceive.
Yes.
The truth abideth not in them.
True.
And that is facts.
Definitely.
However, we have as a people, because listen, the people of Grenada was warned that would happen if they vote these people in.
Yeah.
But everybody say give them a try, they fresh like paint.
I'll tell you a secret, eh? I'll tell you a secret. One minister passed close to my house, and came to me and asking me for his support.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how can I support you? And he asked me why. And I said, look, you're lying too much. Look at the promises that you made. And you know you're lying. I say you promised to build factories because fruit's spoiling, and you know we haven't got enough fruits here to run a factory, to employ people. So why are you lying?
No, a lot of people speak this thing, and I need to say this thing. And they could find out from persons in the revolution about factories and fruits. You cannot get people here to eat the fresh fruits. They go buy it when they can.
Well, and in fact, we shouldn't encourage them to eat the canned fruits.
No, you all spoiling, they say, because people don't eat in them. You will spend money and resources to can it. The people ain't going to eat it then?
Yeah, but still, what I'm trying to tell you that when I pushed that at him, he said, this is not what they're talking about. They're talking about the cottage industry, the small cottage industry. I say, yes, but we have that running right now. There are a lot of people doing cottage industry right now around me.
All right.
And he had to admit, yes, it's true.
Okay, caller, take care. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Igwe.
I have a next call on the WhatsApp.
Yeah, let me take it.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Carl. Good morning, Igwe. I listened to that clip with the Prime Minister. He asking the people to be free, be free to asking questions, right? Because he is there to solve. And when people be free, you're going to be free and ask questions. They swell in the face as cough. They're getting vexed. You know, so that when you ask someone a question and he can't answer the question, they get vexed. So then they tell themselves, well, by them getting vexed, no, you will not ask them a question. But then I want to let the government know, once they are in charge of the country, question will be asked. The question will be asked. And Mr. Carl, when you look at and see what's going on in the country, you have to ask yourself a question. How this government are elected to serve people, to serve the Ghanaian people. But how, ask yourself a question, how you serving people? People, and then instead of you reach out and help the people that support you, even those who don't support you, you're getting rid of them, sending them home. Right? You send them home because you have people that need you as the government to reach out and help them, but you're getting rid of them. You're getting rid of them, and then what will happen, Master Carl? You look at like if they're only serving the big friends, because you're taking from the poor man and the poor woman and you're giving to the rich people. So they come like only one class of people they are serving. But the poor and the needy people in the country, they don't care about them. Because I don't know, even they tell us where they can't get nothing from the poor class of people, but the rich set of people, they could get something from them. And I consider this government as a government like as that attitude. And as they say in America, follow the money. Follow the money. And when you have a man doing something, do something for you, and you have to give him back something in return. You call it they have a pre-cook something so like that, they call it. Like you do for me, I reach out and help you back.
Quid pro
I scratch you
quo.
back and you scratch him back.
Quid pro quo.
Yeah. They were going in the country. You're going right here now. You help me to fund my campaign, so I pay you back. I pay you back in the expense of on the poor man back. So you take it from the poor man, rich lad, the rich rich. With school again. Right? The government policy, NMP policy is that to help those who are in dire need, who need it, and those who could afford to send their children to school, lady buy the children school books, lady and they had the transportation and they had the money to buy the children school uniform. But when you take to give to all, those who afford. So what happened to massacre leader? I mean, they taking out that some of the allowance, the travel allowance, the school uniform from the poor and needy people, and to give to the rich. So that some of the poor people with the franchise, they were not able to get it. They get it, but the children were not able to go to school because they don't have the travel allowance. Mr. Kaz,
all right, you take care. Caller, listen this.
And I think this is how we describe our government. This is a real word. It's not made up.
Okay.
It has Greek origins. It is called a kakistocracy. Google it. A kakistocracy.
Surely you're making things up now.
Google it.
I mean, I love the word, but what is the meaning?
Okay. You Google it and you tell me the meaning.
Okay.
And tell me this does not adequately describe our government.
Now I'm typing kaki into my work computer.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Kakistocracy.
Kakistocracy.
Kakistocracy. And give me the definition.
Literally, a government by the worst people.
Yes.
A government by the least suitable or competent citizens of a state. Okay, so full of the kaki people.
It's not
I
even
can't believe it's an actual word.
and it's not even an Afrikaans word you'd think where kak comes from. Hey?
Wow.
What do you call a parliament full of these people? A case.
Yes, Igwe.
Yes, Telecom.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
How you doing?
Morning.
I did. Master Carl, question.
Yeah.
I getting the breeze blowing stating that they having a new governor general.
I find that picking up some speed. Your neighbor.
I know, I don't want to hear who is it, you know. The question, I don't want to hear who is
Your
it.
neighbor.
The question I'm asking, what the new Governor General for? The Governor General sick? Did you hear the Governor General sick?
Nope.
So what it is a new Governor General for? What for? Because I understand when you hear you replace her, you still have to pay her until death.
Until she dead.
So what it is all about with this Grenada here now? And everybody just sitting and just bowing to everything what's going on in this Grenada here? Huh? I cannot understand what's going on here. I mean, and nobody does say nothing, you know. I listened to that Prime Minister when he now come to power. Carl Strack questioned him. He asked him the question, what a Governor General for? I listened with my 2 ears, you know. When he now come to power, it must have about 4 to 5 days. He said, what you know, it was, what I got Governor General for? She getting paid. She don't do nothing to the country. You don't have to talk about what the human doing with your money. You don't have to tell what the human have to do with what she do with your money, But you asking because you telling yourself no, you moving her and you put it. Everyone should go in bed, go lie down in bed here and Governor General. What the devil is what going on in this Grenada here? Everybody just sitting and bowing to everything what going on in Grenada here and nobody does. Huh? Dr. Mitchell, who hold more than Dr. Mitchell? And they still want the biggest post in Grenada here. I don't understand how you know. I sitting there just talking. I don't tell me. I don't like them stupidness and them.
Your neighbor.
We have to go sit down and bow to. Master Carl, that is not a thing we have to sit down and bow to.
I agree.
Things now everybody have to stand up to. Everybody running down. See them in Monday morning. They in them school place hugging children, doing all kind of shitting thing, and they don't know if these children and they have a piece of food in the container. They don't know if they have breakfast on the table for the morning, and just making marwet with video and believe they famous in all shit. Everything is a video with famous in stupidness. We not sitting down and take this kind of thing and then come on, let we bow. We don't bow into that. Now you come on, let we get up. I tired listen all stupidness are going on in Grenada here. I'm tired of that. Have a blessed morning.
Alright, you take care.
A cocky government, man.
She never.
She never will be the general.
Really see.
4G, money for life.
Yeah.
Where's Bishop?
You don't have nothing.
Same question about the government, the governor general. Somebody saying that Maurice Bishop asked the same question about the governor general.
You see the governor general, but the governor general been there a while now too, eh?
Yeah.
So I guess some people don't want to, do that for the whole time. So I guess she might feel this time that
she stepped down, she need a break.
That she move, Because it's taxing when you do that, and you more or less give yourself to the whole walkings. You like to take the call.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, there. All right. I'm so thanks.
Okay.
A question I want to ask. I hearing.
Don't want to ask it.
I hearing that Ms. Claudette Josie is talking about raise of pay for all people, even laborers and everybody. So I want to know. Well, I don't disagree for the people to get the raise of pay and things, but I asking a question: how are we going to pay them when nutmeg and cocoa prices don't going up?
Now, you raise a serious question, And Igwe, hear this. All this talk about the minimum wage, Igwe. The present government is selling it that people will get more money, but that is the farthest thing from the truth. Because minimum wage is tied to payment for time. Let me take laborers for instance. If you say a laborer works for $10 an hour, Igwe, and well, basically right now, Igwe, they pay laborers like sometime $50. Let me say $50 to work. And sometimes laborer come 8 and go 9:30, 10. But when you invoke the minimum wage, and you say $10 an hour or any part thereof, for the laborer to get that $50 now, what they getting? They have to work 5 hours. So let me say you come 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which laborer are staying on your farm from 8 to 12? So all these things have to be looked at when you come into minimum wage. Let me take the construction workers, Igwe. Men working for $150 a day. In some cases, $200 based on your skill. If the minimum wage is $10 an hour, to make that, you have to work 20 hours.
Yeah.
Like almost whole day, you know. So they're selling this minimum wage like you'll get more money. Minimum wage is attached to time or value for work. No, I'm not against people getting more money. I must say that here, I'm not against that. However, would it improve or cause harmony? Because once you make it into law, how much an hour and how much work one has to do for the hour for the payment Igwe, that is the crux of the matter. And going around, you don't getting the feeling, because everybody will get more money, but it could mean you have to work longer hours too, or more time. What's about jobs? What's about contract? Come and give a contract now in the construction. Is a lot of contract, Igwe. You give a man a contract to block around your house. How that falls into the minimum wage? Well, we look forward. They say by January next year we'll see it, so we look forward. But that is my 2 pence. Like I say, I'm happy that it is being addressed. However, the details is not being given. We just hearing it will be addressed. But I hope it don't make people worse off than now. Any call again?
Nope, not yet.
Dealing appropriately with crime and the fear of crime in our country requires a broad understanding. And here at Vanny Cohen say, socio-economic, the experts say, socio-economic reasons lead to crime. And who am I to say otherwise? And the socio-economic reasons in this country, Igwe, it begs some questions here. Because we've seen a lot of the socio-economic reasons for crime is been not taken care of. Examples of that are your education. And because they're making so much of people go, they cannot educate the children, so there are problems. Income. When you don't work, you don't have enough income. Your overall financial security, if you don't employ, you cannot be financially secured. Occupation, you do have work. So those who saying people should go and find work, you do have. Everybody on the sidewalk trying to sell. You live in condition. They know because they stop the programs, the housing programs. So people do have resources. And the opportunities afforded people within the society is minimal, because if you don't yellow, you don't get nothing to do. And that is problem, and this present administration need to fix that and way. So when Vanny Cohen told us that the experts say that these are the conditions that breed crime. And the past administration, in recognition of that, they brought in social safety net program, which this administration and the supporters call handout. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then they mash up the handout and they just create a nation of anarchy and chaos. And even their supporters from the diaspora Igwe, they come down here and fight for space on the sidewalk to sell on carnival and things. They don't give any locals a chance. And that will happen when you say follow the money. Because the empathy for persons in this country is at an all-time low by this administration. Yes. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Carl.
How are you this morning?
I'm so.
All right.
Very good morning.
Morning.
How you are going this morning?
We
I
did.
find the topic good, but the time wasn't long, Friday.
No, we go do more on Friday.
Yeah. Well, school open, they say free education. But when they're giving you, they're paying one part. They're taking all the bus money, they're taking all the lunch money. What that is?
That's everything these people are do is they have an intention to deceive
They're only cutting
people.
thing halfway, coming up with something like a paint. They also whitewash before you paint.
Yeah.
They whitewash the thing. So when you're looking out for paint, no paint and coming. And the Prime Minister saying, meet him. How you go meet him when he's flying in the house? But all the time, how you go meet him to speak to him, to educate him, as he say? How you go meet him and he's not in the country, just in and out, up and down, wrong and wrong? And taking out picture what they in the school. If it was my child, what did they in the school, and his hand was on it another day. What man where the supermarket yesterday, Monday man in there? Only taking out picture where film really selling, Right. I don't see nothing the people and them doing making sense. Everything, well, I won't say before behind, because if it before behind you could look back. But things just coming on you just as that, because I hear street talk. They want to get rid of the Governor General. They want to bring what do you call it? What Trinidad is again? Republic.
Mm-hmm.
And then they will have how do you call it? And we had that twice already. How do you call it again? Referendum.
Yeah.
To get a new Governor General. But still, whether they get one, they have to pay two. Because they can send her home, she had to pay until she's dead. So what sense that make? How she don't have nothing. What they want her to do? Take a cutlass and go in the field and do what they're doing? And he can't rule nobody because the Speaker of the House, he ruling him. He want to be in charge of everything. That is why he's finding fault with the Governor General now, because he say he's doing.
No, we don't show if it's that, and we don't show if the Governor General indicate that she want to go. So until we know, we shouldn't say much about
No,
it.
I'm just telling you straight talk.
Okay, the chatters on the
That's
street.
what I'm saying. Because he don't want nobody over him. Because since he came, he said he didn't want to be no deputy to nobody. So that means he don't taking orders from nobody. He doing what he wants. So that is why he had to take all the ministers and then portfolio. When they had to go here answer any question, he don't let them because they go say anything.
All right.
So we just have to thank God.
Well, let us look and see what's going
pray
on.
for something better to come.
All right, okay.
We have 7 minutes left.
What you have for me? You got nothing for me?
Yeah, something for you, yeah?
Give me now.
Something for you right there.
That when you see me, you should feel free to speak with and to me. When you see me, you should feel free to speak and ask questions of me. When you see me, you should be free to offer your counsel to me. When you see me, you should be free to criticize me if you're not happy with something that I have done. I have made the deliberate decision to offer myself to serve publicly. And that means I must serve you. I therefore wish for you to hold me accountable to that pledge.
You don't see that, man?
Nah, I never really see that dude. Because I tell him school children talk all the fish and rice on Friday, but I still don't get an invite.
They will call you soon, man. You need fish and rice too?
Well, fish and rice on Friday.
Curry fish and rice.
I don't know how they'll do the fish.
Fry fish.
Fish. You like to dramatize things too much.
Yeah, just...
No, but you go, on a serious note, the questions we ask of the Prime Minister and the Public Service Commission this morning is a serious one. It is eating away at the fabric of the RGPF. And we know without the lawmen, things would not be good in the country. And somebody has to at least be the adult in the room and say to this present administration, things cannot continue to function as that. And even at the press conference yesterday, realized the political leader of the NNP made those remarks and those points because all of us, including he, has been receiving complaints from people and how it affects them and their livelihood. Because remember, when they revote those people, they lose money. You understand? Yeah. Revoting them means they lose money. So we have to keep their foot to the fire and so on.
A school child just messaged me, they say big fish.
Eh? Okay.
They making it, man.
Big fish?
I don't know where they get that info.
Are they baking the fish on a biscuit?
And a biscuit? I don't know what a biscuit is. Big fish.
So we come back Friday and Friday we have to do with a little more of the supplemental and what is going on, the happenings of the country. So folks, thanks for being part of the program today and thanks for giving us an A as you allow us to lead you through evidence and information as how Christ led his disciples in the garden of Gethsemane. Take care and be blessed.
Yes, sir.
When you talk, when you go.